Hello, I'm Kaji Muhammad Farhad Mahmood. Today we'll learn how to input data in SPSS. So you see this is our SPSS windows. Here we have file, edit, view, data, transform, analyze, direct marketing, graphs, utilities, advanced, windows and help in um, the toolbar, and also in the bottom we have data view and variable view. Since today we are going to know how to input data in SPSS, so we'll basically discuss data view and variable view. In variable view we have name, type, width, decimals, labels, values, missing, columns, align, measures and row. And in this video we'll try to explain all these options so that you can input your data in SPSS, and we'll discuss all these options with 4 different examples so that you can input all types of data in SPSS. So first of all, name. When you write name in variable view, one thing is very important: variable name should not contain any space. Okay, so if you keep space, then you'll get an error message, no space. So variable name, so in case of you have space between words, you just write student underscore name. Okay, you can use underscore between the words if you have more than one words in variable name. And after that, gender, suppose our next variable, and then our next variable is age, and our next variable is Likert scale. So suppose we are basically collecting data from students about their gender, age and their opinion about a particular issue. So you see, when we wrote all these 4 variables in variable name, and all others options of the variable view automatically filled with some default values. So in type option, you see all the options are numeric. If you press the box, then you will get lots of options, but you have to know about the numeric and string. So we use numeric if our data are some number like 23, 24, and we use string if our data are some name like Rohim, Korim or something like that. So you have to write in letters. Since our student's name is in student name, we'll have to write some name, so we'll choose it as string. And gender is also categorical, but we'll keep it as numeric. Why so? We're going to discuss it in values option. And also age is numeric since there are some numbers, and also we keep Likert scale as numeric, although it is not numerical, it is categorical, but we keep it as numeric because why so, we'll discuss it in values option. And if you write your data as numeric or string, if you write your data as string, then you can write anything in your data, like you can write numbers, like suppose in student name our variable is string, so you can write letters in your data, or also you can write numbers. Okay, but if your variable is numeric, then you can only write number but not the letters. Okay, so like if I write SD, it will vanish and I write enter. Okay, so you just can't write letter if your variable is numeric. Next we have width. So width is basically maximum how many digit or letters or numbers you can take for your variable. That is maximum limitations. Like for the student's name you have 8, that means you can have a name with maximum 8 letters. Okay, you can have less than that, but maximum 8 letters. Like for the student name I can write A, B, C, D, E, F, C, H. So that is maximum 8 letters. If you want to write max more than that, you can't, because they have 8 digits. Okay, so you can just increase or decrease that numbers, no problem. Um, Also the same works for the letters also. The same works for the number also. So here in decimal, you can have decimal point only for numeric data, not for string. If your data require decimal numbers, that means suppose in the age you have 45.00, that means you have 2 decimal points after your number. You can just increase. If you don't need, you can just keep it 0, or if you need more than that, you can just increase your decimal values. And also same work for the width, you can increase or decrease according to your need. So in level, you can basically write anything. Okay, so you usually use label because our name options have lots of limitation. While you are writing the student name, you should not have any space between the words, or we don't. So in label, you don't have just any limitation. You can write anything there, like you can write student space name, that is no problem. Or you can write students gender, or you can use anything. You can just write anything, students gender. Basically here we write an explanation of our variable, like is what is the age of the students. Okay, so just write in label, you just explain our variable. Values is one of the most important option you should know in variable view. As we have told earlier that we kept gender and like at scale as numeric, although they are not numerical variable. So why so? Because gender variable can have some categories like male, female and others, but you can convert those categories into number. Like we can write male with, we can convert male with some number like 1, so 1 equal male. So male is converted, category male is converted to 1, that means 1 means male here, 2 means female, so 2 value 2 labels female, and 3 is like others. Okay, so that is how we converted gender to a numerical variable. And same work for so now if we just write 1, then it will be male, 2 it will be female. So for the numerical data, you don't need to use any values. And similarly, like at scale, 1 is for stand for strongly disagree, 2 stand for um, disagree, and similarly 3, 4, 5, and that is strong for several options. So this is how we basically convert the categories into values. So missing option we basically use if we have some missing data. In missing data, like here we have age for first, not for the second value, so second value is missing. So other than keeping it empty, you can just put a number here like -99, but -99 indicate the missing observation. And we can also age basically. So for age, discrete missing value is -99. So if it is -99, so it's actually indicate that if we have -99 in the data in the variable age, that it actually mean that is missing observations. So column basically control how wider you or how shorter your column can be. The difference between width and column is that width control the number of digital letters you can use as data, and columns indicate how wider your column can be. So like by default we have 8 for each of the variables. So in we can increase it, like for the student's name, if we increase the column values to 16, see the student's name column became wider. So just to increase or decrease the column, just to make it wider, we can change that. So next we have align. Align is just very simple. You have write all the values, that new data will be in right side of the box or right side of the column. If you, for the variable, you can just change them according to your need to center or any positions, so like it is in center. Okay, so next, measures. So in measures options, basically we have three measures: scale, nominal, and ordinal. So for the string variable, you will have only nominal and ordinal. Nominal is basically if you can't order the categories, then it is just nominal. If it is just a name, and gender is also nominal because you can't order the categories, like male, female. Age is scale as it is a number. Numerical data is always scale, and Likert scale is ordinal because strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. These are some particular orders of the categories. So we will use ordinal for the Likert scale. And input, the role options is by default input for all, and we'll also keep it input for all the four variables. Okay, next, now our data, our variables are ready to input our data. So first of all, student's name Rahim. Suppose our first student name is Rahim, then second student name is Mike, and then Sami, and then Rumi, then Nike. So 4 students and 5 students, and our gender, their gender is like Rohim male, Mike male, Sami females, Rumi others, and Nike male. And also you can input their age as like, suppose Rohim. These variables are categorical. We got some categories, and but age is numerical, so we'll get some number like 25, 26, 24, 25, and 23. And also like at scale, suppose this is opinion regarding a issue, so it is like strongly agree, disagree. You can just input the numbers you have coded 1 2 3 4 for this variable, so the category will be automatically seen. So this is how you can basically input your data in SPSS. After that, you have to save the data. So to save, you have to go to the file option and then save as. Then you can just choose your folder where you want to save, and then like suppose I want to save in desktop, so just choose look in there, and then in file name you can write your SPSS file, like it is SPSS data input. So then you just have to write save. Okay, so your data is saved to use. So that is how we basically input our data in SPSS by using data view and variable view. So if you have any questions or any confusions or any suggestions, you are free to make comments below, and also you can give me message for any suggestions. So thank you, and happy learning.